Okay, y'all, we gonna get right into it because y'all know we have another question from one of our subscribers. So we want to get right into it. And the question was, how did you guys know that your spouse was the one? Like, how did they know? Well, I guess they want to know from each of us. How did I know you were the one, and how did you know I was the one?
Right.
So
I'm gonna let you go first. How you know I was the one? You know. Let me hear this one.
Yeah, see, he get on my nerves, y'all. Anyway, so so the first thing I would say that I feel like I knew Daryl was the one is that he had a lot of the same values as me. So a lot of the things that I thought were really important that I needed in a spouse and that I just need a part of my life in general were the same things that he valued. So that was one thing. The next thing I would probably say is that not only did we have the same values, but like we wanted the same things in life. Like it was weird. Like our very first date, which I call it the first date, but he doesn't, when we were in a club. That was our first date. We, even though that date went.
No, I do call it our first date.
Well, whatever, child. Even though that date was real sketchy at best, there was a moment in there where we went out and had like a conversation with each other, and like we realized that we had something in common. Like we both love traveling, and that was something that was important to us and we wanted to do. So like little things like that, I felt like were aligning with us. And so, not to mention that, we had fun together. I mean, look at him, he's pretty fine. I mean,
no, I do what I
so I mean that was really those two things I named first. So the values and then like what we wanted in life were kind of the main things that made me say, okay, yeah, I think that I could settle down and marry this man and that he is likely the one for me. Because I dated a lot of people and there were a lot of things that were not aligned with the people that I dated. And to meet somebody that, we had so many values that were linked, I was just like, yeah.
What about it? Because I've heard you tell me this before. This may not be the answer to your question, but I've heard you tell me that I pulled you out of your comfort zone. I pushed you to
right. Yeah, that was another thing too. Yeah, definitely. I think I mentioned that a couple times in like previous videos. Like, so I am an extroverted introvert, right? So I can talk to people and bring things out of me in crowds when I need to. But in reality, I like just chilling by myself. But one thing that Daryl does do for me is that he kind of he helps push me out of my comfort zone. So when I was like by myself and I could just like, crawl into my little cave and I want to.
Greatness. That's what she was doing. She runs away from her.
He is so annoying and he makes me do it. But that's what I needed. That's what I needed. And so yeah, that's how I knew Daryl was the one. Right. What about you?
I think I knew it was a series of things. I think it was over periods of time, I think the first thing, it was when I first met Dominique. I probably had only known her for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks or so. And I was like, I didn't know what it was at the time, but it was something. I remember telling my partner, I'm like, I don't know what it's about this girl, this chick. But this chick.
I don't about calling people chicks.
What I'm supposed to call this young lady, sorry. This young lady, this beautiful queen nowhere. Ain't my shirt coming up, but it's okay. No, it was something about Dominique. Seriously, it was something about her. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was just like, you can't just let this one pass. It was just something about her. She's not just a normal woman. So that was the first thing. I still to this day don't know what it was. Or maybe it was God. Like, look, son, you can't let this one get past you, because he knew. So that's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. It was the Lord telling me, don't let Dominique pass you by. So that was the initial thing. And then as we continued to date and we continued to get to know each other a little bit more, I think when I really realized Dominique was gonna be my wife is when, and I just unconsciously started doing this. I would be making plans. I'm sitting down making plans for my future, and I was including Dominique in the plans for my future. So I ain't talking about plans from next week or next month. I'm talking about years down the line. I'm making maneuvers, because I'm always thinking ahead. It's 2020. Trust me, I have 2025 already planned out in my head all the way from now. And Dominique was a part of those plans. So and it hit me one day. I was sitting in the living room and I'm sitting down thinking and contemplating. And I'm like, man, Dominique must really be special because she's showing all these plans. So then I was like, and it just hit me, it's like, well, you must really be planning on being with this woman. So and that's how I knew Dominique was the one. And the reason, I guess, the question you can ask is why did I feel that way? Is because Dominique had a lot of the things that I knew I needed from a spouse at the end of the day. That's really why she had all of those things. But the moment, if you ask me, the moment I knew Dominique was the one, it was that moment when I found myself planning my future and Dominique was included in my plans. So I was thinking about how these plans are gonna affect Dominique, how she can help me accomplish these plans, those type of things. So that's how I knew. And as you can see,
here we are today.
Right now. Can't get rid of them, you know?
Oh, please.
You feed them long enough, you say they can't get rid of them.
Anyway, y'all, well, that was pretty much the answer to our question. I hope we answered the question you had. Of course, if you guys have any additional questions or you have your own question, you can put it in the comments below. You can reach out to us via email or you can DM us on any social media network at No Longer Single, KNOW Longer Single.
Right, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe and look, don't forget to go to the website, y'all. Y'all seen our new website? That thing, look, it's banging, it's crispy, it's clean, there's a lot of great information on it, nolongersingle.com. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.